Hello, everybody. Happy Friday to all of you. Welcome to the new people in the community, and welcome back to the ones who have been waiting for this moment for a while. It took me a little bit longer this time because it was the beginning of the new school year here in Italy, and so I needed a few extra weeks to get things ready on the right path. All right, but here we are. I would like to say one or two things before starting with the content of today, and that is for the new people to know that in this English community we have parents and adults from different parts of the world, coming from Spanish-speaking countries in Latin America and also in Spain, and Italians, of course, from different parts of Italy. So for the moment, the main mother tongue languages in the community are Spanish and Italian. And the reason I'm saying this is because sometimes the content, like today's, is going to be connected to both languages, all right? This is the first thing. The other thing for the new people, again, is to tell you that the idea of the English community is to share with you every now and then, and let's hope it's more now than then. A few ideas connected to our own personal and professional development, ideas that can make us think a little bit further and that can also help us to build better relationships with our own children, okay? A reminder that I'm not only an educator, but I'm a parent of 3 children, okay? So I empathize completely with all of you. I call this space, when I produce a video, I call them the star of the week, okay? And the star of the week is let's have a conversation. Why I chose this topic is because during the last years, what I've noticed, both here at the school with the students, especially with teenagers, and then of course also on a personal level, is that it's more and more difficult to have better conversations, better in the sense of deeper, farther, and reciprocal, okay? Conversations in which we ask and then we are asked, okay? And so I'm going to bring 3 ideas that can help you all think, elaborate, and develop better conversations with adults and also with your own children. The first one is an international game. I think it's American. The game is We're Not Strangers. Francesca, my eldest daughter, told me about it. You cannot buy it on Amazon, but you can get it on the internet. And the game is a card game with different questions that are not just the typical questions. They are questions that can be a little bit more uncomfortable, that will oblige everybody to think further and to take time to elaborate what you're going to give as feedback to the questions. You can choose your own cards. You can use all the cards. You can use the cards at dinner time, at lunchtime on Sunday. You can sit around a carpet with your friends or with your children and ask questions, okay? And after, you can choose to do it, of course, every day, once a week, every now and then, okay? But of course, the more you do it, the happier everybody's going to be as well, to be able to say things that we not always say, okay? That are difficult to say all the time. And here, of course, we have a reason to think and a reason to say, because there's a game in the middle. The second idea, it's the same concept, but in this case, it's a Spanish set of cards. And it's a card game that comes from Argentina. The creator is Jerry Garbuski. He's a mathematician. He's a scientist or a physics, okay? And he has created a few years ago a podcast where he interviews famous people from different fields, all the Spanish speakers, can also listen to the interviews where he asks his guests different questions that again compromise the guest to give better answers or to think about the answers. Okay. Again, you can choose your own cards. You can choose the ones that are okay to use at home, okay to use at work, okay to use with your friends. All right. This is a set of cards that I think that can be bought on the internet. I'm not sure if they deliver to Europe for the Spanish speakers, for the people in Spain, sorry. But it's a game that for sure can be purchased by all Argentinians and people in South America, right? And the third idea is create your own cards. This was my own idea 2 months ago. I'm not going to do any marketing for Tiger, but I'm going to say that I went to Tiger, I bought a set of cards, which is this one that you see here, and I created my own cards. And the idea, of course, is that you put language into the 3 sets of cards that I was mentioning before. Of course, this has all the framework of trying to use a second language at least as a trigger to start the game. And then, of course, if the people involved in the game or participating do not have enough language to give answers, they can use their mother tongues, okay? So I created a set of cards in Spanish because I wanted my children to exercise the reading of the Spanish language, which is the third language, and to try to give answers in Spanish. When that is not possible, of course, you can always do it in your mother tongue. And the same for the English cards, of course. You can ask the people to read the questions in English. If somebody doesn't know the meaning of one word, you can explain it, or somebody can explain it, maybe the eldest child in the family. And then if people do not have the language to produce an answer, you can use your own mother tongue, okay? So 3 ideas to create better conversations, to speak further, to speak the truth, to dare to ask, and to dare to say, to give answers that are not just the common answers. You will see that your children at least will appreciate the fact of being asked questions that not everybody dares to ask. Thank you very much again, and I'll see you all soon. Thank you.